Hello EDUSPLORER, thanks for joining us again and welcome back to our channel. If you're just joining us for the first time, here at EDUSPLORER, we go beyond borders to bring you inspiring content and also some very educating information. Hopefully you found some time to have checked our previous videos. If you haven't done so, we will encourage you to do so. Today we are looking at the world's longest rivers. In this episode, you won't believe who sits at the first position. More importantly, the fifth position will shock you, and you'll be amazed as to which river occupies the 10th position. So without any delay, we should just go straight into it. But before we touch onto that, nowadays it's virtually impossible to come to a complete agreement as to which rivers are the longest in the world. But in this episode, we are going to look into that. Generally acceptable, it's been accepted generally that the Nile holds the titles of the longest rivers in the world. But in recent years, different studies have been conducted to look into that, adjoining that the para-estuary tidal canals to that of the Amazon's river. And some studies have also come up to review that particular aspect, suggesting that the Nile is no longer the longest river in the world. But generally, it's still agreed that the Nile still holds this title. But for much important clarity, we are just going to look into that. So we just want to encourage you to take a look and make for yourself the judgment which river is the longest in the world. Number 1, the Nile River. The Nile is just over 6,650 kilometers. This river is amazing. It also occupies an amazing track in terms of its flow. The Nile, known as the father of African rivers, is the longest river in Africa and the world, though that is in under contention. It flows northward through 11 countries, which include countries like Ethiopia, Eritrea, Sudan, Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya, Rwanda, Burundi, Egypt, Democratic Republic of the Congo, South Sudan, and also these 11 countries also includes the northern East Africa, and as well draining into the Mediterranean Sea at the rate of just over 2,000 cubic meters. The Nile River actually has two sources. It does have the Blue Nile and also the White Nile. The year-round availability of water from the Nile combines with warm tropical and subtropical temperatures along its course also means that the river is available, is able to support intensive cultivation along its banks. The river is also a significant waterway for transport, especially during flood seasons when rivers or roads are often out of action for these particular regions. The Nile today tops our most longest river in the world. Number 2, Amazon River, which tops over 6,000 kilometers. This river flows through Brazil, Peru, Bolivia, Colombia, Ecuador, Venezuela, and Guyana. The second largest, as we will in this particular episode confirm that the second largest river in the world is Amazon River, which starts high in the Andes Mountain in eastern Southern America. It runs through the world's largest rainforest, taking in 7 countries along the way, and discharges into the South Atlantic Ocean. While it may not be the longest river on the planet, it's without any challenge that the world's largest river with a width of just over 190 kilometers in place during the raining season and dumping an estimated of 200,000 certified cubic meters of water into the Atlantic Ocean every second. This is a huge amount of water comparing to the size of the river. If you are new to EDUSPLORER, we will encourage you to smash the like button and also subscribe to our channel. Number 3, the Yangtze River. This is just over in China, just over 6,300 kilometers. The third on this particular amazing list is the Yangtze River. It's the largest river in Asia and the longest to flow completely in just one country, to point that out. In China, the Yangtze is called Shangjiang. That means a long river, but it's also known as Dajiang, which is such a great river in terms of the Chinese translations. From its sources on the Tibetan plateau to its mount on the East China Sea, the river runs thousands of kilometers through China, with more than 3/4 of its length widening through mountains. The Yangtze is the main waterway in China, with 1/3 of the population living on the Yangtze basin. The next on our list is the Mississippi River. Mississippi, which is in the United States of America and also passes through Canada. When measured from its traditional sources at Lake Itasca, Mississippi, you have to say, Mississippi River has over 3,000 kilometers. But measured from the Brown Springs in Montana, if you want to look into that in that aspect, the Mississippi most distant source from the sea, the river is actually lesser than the number of kilometers mentioned earlier. This officially makes the Mississippi River the fourth longest river in the world, so to say. The river and its floodplains is home to a diverse range of wildlife. Some will say that over 265 species of fish and 40% of the United States migratory birds flow into this. And also, you have over 145 or to 46 species of amphibians and reptiles in this particular amazing Mississippi River. The next on our list is Yenisei River. The Yenisei River is that's in Mongolia and also passes through Russia. If you take into perspective, the Yenisei is the fifth largest or longest river in the world and the largest river to drain into the Arctic. With its source in Mongolia, the Yenisei drains a large part of central Siberia as it flows northward to the Kara Sea. Many nomadic tribes, so to say, such as the Ket and also the Yangtze people, have lived along the banks of the river since the record began. And also, the Yangtze holds the Taima, the largest reindeer herd in the world, for their winter grazing. The Yangtze is an amazing place. The Yangtze sadly suffers from pollution, to point that out, causing radioactive discharge from polonium factories, within which it is a known city of Zenebinoskos, for those of you who know about this area. In that case, the Yangtze supports that particular position. The next in the world is the Yellow River, which is still in China. Looking at the Yellow River, China's second largest river and the sixth longest in the world, the Yellow River is an estimated just over 5,000 kilometers in length. The river has its sources in the mountains of western China, western Sinan, so to say, Sinan Kanai province, and flows eastward to the Bohai Sea. The Yellow River basin was the birthplace of the ancient Chinese civilization, for those of you who want to know a little bit more. And for a long time now, the most prosperous region of the country. Over the centuries, there have been a number of large-scale natural disasters along this particular river, with some floods records at killing more than over 1 million people and large shifts in the river course. Modern dams have all but removed serious floodings of the river. In this case, we give that particular position to the Yellow River. If you are new to EDUSPLORER, we will encourage you to subscribe and share our videos to your different network. The next on our list is the Irtysh River, which is in Kazakhstan. China flows through this area, and also Russia. In this episode, the Oby River is the largest in Russia, located in western Siberia, which merges with the Lamatine River from Kazakhstan to become the Oboids. The Oby basin stretches across much of western Siberia, covering semi-desert grassland, forests and plains. The river is frozen for half of the year, and through the rest of the year it's heavily used for transportation of people and also goods. Very important and more attractive to the people in this particular country. In this case, Oby Irtysh River secured that position. The next on our list is Rio de la Plata, which is just over 4,000 kilometers. This river flows through Argentina, Paraguay, Bolivia, Uruguay, and Brazil. The Rio de la Plata itself is only just over 291 kilometers long, but as part of the river system that includes the Paraná and also the Rio Grande, this certainly is one of the largest rivers in the world, occupying just over 4,000 kilometers long. Not only that, but the Rio de la Rey is officially the widest river in the world, reaching just over 220 kilometers wide in places. As it runs through South America, its shorelines is the most densely populated part of both countries like Uruguay and also Argentina, and includes the capital cities of Montevideo and Buenos Aires, respectively. And the last but not the least, we got two remaining rivers that we've put in based on our assessment. The Congo River, which is just over 4,700 kilometers. This amazing river flows through Democratic Republic of the Congo, the Central African Republic, Angola, Republic of the Congo, Tanzania, Cameroon, Zambia, Burundi, and also Rwanda. Perhaps Africa's most mysterious river, some will term it in that way, and certainly its second largest after you look at the Nile. The Congo River winds its way, of course, in part through impenetrable virgin forest within the African continent. Given the global deforestation of the rainforest, the whole Congo River and the basin regions is considered critical to ecological health of the world. Crossing the equator twice on its journey in this particular area, the DRC, through the DRC to the Atlantic Ocean, the Congo River is a water source for forest-dwelling species as diverse in forest things like animals like lions, hyena, gorillas, also elephants and antelopes, and over 650 different species of fishes which are found in this area. If you are new to EDUSPLORER, we would encourage you to subscribe and share our videos to your different network. The last on our list, but not the least, is the Amur River, which is in Russia. Passes through Russia, China, and Mongolia. If you review this aspect, the Amur River forms much of the border between Russia's far east and also the northeastern China, widening eastward for just over 2,000 kilometers. If you look into this, its resources include River Argon. Also, it's actually long in total. The Amur is known in China as the Heilong Jiang, which means the Black Dragon River. The river is fed principally by the monsoon rain that falls in summer and also autumn, leading to annual floodings from just in October and May. And some also the home to over 100 different species of fish, including 20 or 22 species of indigenous carps, Siberian salmon, and also the Chinese bird. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we've been able to inform you with regards to the longest rivers in the world. And if you feel that there is a particular river that we've left out, based on our assessment, we would like to hear from you. But if you feel that these particular rivers meet the requirements and also have informed you with regards to the longest rivers in the world, and if you've learned something with this aspect, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel and share our videos to your different network. For now, thanks very much. We're looking forward to meeting you in our next episode. Have a good day. Bye-bye.